Well, we have the potential for some severe storms in northwestern Minnesota later today. Hot and humid for the rest of us the next couple of days, and then an active, stormier, wetter pattern develops late week into next week. So it's been a very warm start to September. We're already past the halfway mark, if you can believe it, averaging 3 to 5 degrees above normal across the state, which is huge. September average temperature is about 2 to 3 degrees standard deviation for stats nerds. So that's a big anomaly from normal. Also, of course, very dry. And when we plug in the forecast numbers the rest of the month, it's going to put us in the top 3, maybe at the number 2 spot. And last year was the warmest September. So pretty incredible. We've talked about this before. The climate trends are pretty strong in September. Showers and thunderstorms have been kind of going on and off in clusters to our west. We've got a almost stationary low and frontal boundary to the west. Ahead of it, though, we've got the humid air in place today and tomorrow. Now, the dew points do drop a little bit heading into Wednesday and later in the week. So we'll have enough moisture for rainfall, but the big question is, will we have enough moisture for potential severe weather for other parts of the state? Today we will, across northwestern Minnesota, slight risk of severe storms, level 2 out of 5, eastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. The main threat, wind and hail versus a tornado threat. Modest instability, Cape values, and modest shear. So a couple of strong storms possible, with, again, the main threats being some large hail and some of those brief damaging wind gusts. But we're going to be looking at the evening time frame where we could see these clusters of storms develop north of that frontal boundary, maybe a little bit of a bowing structure to some of these storms, or at least some brief wind gusts, and then kind of fizzling activity late in the night and early morning hours. But as we head into Thursday and the weekend and next week, we're going to get into this stormier setup. When we get this dip to the west, southwest to northeast flow, this tends to bring in several disturbances in our direction and moisture, but we're going to be lacking really the deep high humidity or high dew points that you'd want for severe weather. Most of that stays to the south. We'll get a little sticky occasionally at times, but don't really quite see it playing out for severe weather. Now, we could have a couple isolated storms. First chance will be Thursday. Friday and Saturday look mostly dry, and then another system comes in Sunday into Monday. And between those couple of systems, we're looking at potential for quite a bit of rainfall here over the next several days. Thursday to Tuesday, 1 to 4 inches of rainfall possible across the state. So it's going to be very soggy, back to a more familiar pattern that we've had so far this year after what seems to be just maybe a hiccup here the last 2 to 3 weeks of dry weather. We're back into that wetter pattern. And we do see a cooling trend by the weekend and early next week, but really back to normal or even still above by the 25th. Average high is 69 degrees. We'll still be in the low to mid 70s, so that's still slightly above the normal. 87 though today and tomorrow, very warm, still muggy with those 60s dew points. We'll be dry today, but some models hinting at maybe an early morning shower tomorrow. But for the most part, that activity will stay in northern Minnesota. Dry Wednesday, increasing clouds, but then Thursday comes our first chance of some scattered showers and storms developing. We'll have to watch it to see if there is any potential for some stronger storms, since we'll still have enough warmth around them. But that Sunday system will probably be mostly just rain Sunday into Monday. And again, between the two systems, maybe some significant rainfall across the state, which will alleviate the abnormally dry conditions that about half of us have developed here over the last few weeks.